Hi, my name is James Osmar and I'm with strategicsellingtools.com, and today I want to speak with you briefly about virtual marketing and how it can strategically fit into your marketing mix. Actually, when you do this properly, it's more than just virtual marketing, it's a virtual prospecting system. Now, in our past, we've had traditional methods of marketing, which are institutional marketing done with billboards and bus benches and buses and stuff like that. And it's typically designed to brand you, get your name out there so that when people recognize you. And I guess the hope in all of that is that when people see you enough, they're going to call you because they think you're busy. It's a very expensive proposition to try to make money that way, and not recommended for the faint of heart or people who are not going to commit for long term and really get out there and meet people the other way, because it's I've done it. I've won advertising awards actually for the best billboards in all of America. So I kind of come to you today with some experience as to what I'm talking about. By the way, I've also won awards for the best black and white advertising for all of Canada. And that, and that's neither here nor there, but I guess you can have an appreciation that what I'm telling you today comes from experience. It's learned. This isn't just a pitch. Now, in the overall mix of institutional advertising, we also have our direct response mediums, which come to you with usually in the past decades. There've been marketing with magazines and newspapers and flyers and stuff, and they're typically direct response. They try to get you out there to give you a call for some reason. We all know about free market evaluations and people who call to see a house ad. I think people, they don't put enough emphasis on their marketing. They often leave it to the last thing to do. They give it to the lowest person on the totem pole in their office, and they should not, because it's literally a lifeline to you and how you, if you understand marketing, you can write your own meal ticket, and that's a very profound, important thing to know. Now, in a survey recently, and why I want to talk to you about virtual marketing and why it should fit into your mix, is that NAR, through a survey, found that 96% of all people get up, go to the internet, find their source of real estate. That's what they do. 96%. 75% of them choose the first realtor they meet face-to-face with. So it's up to you to try to figure out how to get in there and cut them off before they get to the internet. Now, equally as profound and important is that 88% of realtors are still trying to find their real estate leads the old-fashioned way, and that's through the paper mediums. Now, if you're really going to be successful at all this, get on the bandwagon now, because if 96% of the people are going there, the only reason why 88% of the agents are still running around trying to do it the old way is because they look at the internet as being difficult. And I'll tell you what difficult is. I'll give you two examples. I had a friend the other day tell me he went and banged on 1,000 doors when he got into business. He got one deal 2 years later. I used to get up and call. I did 100 dials to get a lead. I needed 3 leads to get an appointment. I needed 3 appointments to get a listing, and I needed 3 listings to get a sale. If all that kind of makes sense there, I needed to make 900 dials to get a deal. That was a lot of work. You can learn this stuff in a matter of literally a few hours if you have any computer capabilities at all, and you'd be a master in 10 hours. Now, if you take and you work it and apply yourself at this, you will have a steady stream of income. So I'm going to try to show you quickly how this all ties together. As you'll see here, we have our web page, we have our contact blog, we have our non-branded opt-in system, and we have a referral system. Because if you use all of these tied together, you'll see how they loop, and they're going to be all complementary one another. You want your web page separate from your contact blog, because the blog has to be deemed as newsworthy. You're going to find that the non-branded opt-in page has nothing to do with you. It is a blind, non-branded, nothing in there other than what it takes to make it legal. When people come to the page, they think they're going right to the gateway to the MLS systems, and they leave you their contact information. The referral system is designed to make you look like you're well connected across all franchises, so that when you go to your client, you use it as a listing tool, and then I'll show you a script that can get you unlimited referrals. And I'm not just making this stuff up. You can get people that they will understand the significance and the importance of referrals, and I'll show you why it hasn't worked in the past. Because 98% of realtors, other than advertising and writing poor ads, are poor right here. They don't know how to get their client to give them referrals. And I'm going to show you how to do this stuff. Now, to go back here, we have what is called the Red Hot web page, which has rotating headers. There's video in it. There's in the middle of the page, they have to a visitor has to go past your opt-in pages to see the videos. It's much designed like a casino. If you ever go to an exotic island, they have the check-in, the casino, then you go to your rooms. Well, why do you think they make you walk past the casino? It's the same reason we want them to go past the opt-in pages to the video. The video keeps them on the site anywhere up to 3 times longer, 4 times longer. And the opt-in pages, when designed right, double-step opt-ins, etc., are going to get people to give you their contact information. And then when you call them, you're a welcome guest. You know, the contact blog is designed where 97% of your clients fall right here. This is amazing. To know these numbers here is going to really help you in your decision making as to whether virtual marketing is for you. 97% of the people that you know right now are not buying for 5 to 10 years. Now, on the timeline, you have to remember, if you had a person who purchased a home 3 or 4 years ago, that means that they may be a year out. Well, your contact blog is designed to be news. 95% of all the information here right now is going to be news. 5% sales pitch, which is a link back to your website. And if you have a link to your website, when the people are ready, they're going to go over to your website, and they're going to decide then that on their own decision, they now become very intelligent because they've chose you. You didn't have to choose them. And by the way, if you're not keeping in proper contact with your past clients, I can almost guarantee you that another realtor is. And if they're providing them with all the proper stuff that a contact blog does, that's news and statistics and information about real estate and what's going on in their marketplace, because when they start getting ready, especially for the last 6 or 8 months before they decide that they're going to call you, they're watching. Now, the non-branded opt-in page, this is the stealth marketing tool that has been developed and is like no other. It is the direct marketing genius of the industry because it can be combined with Google, Yahoo, Kijiji, Craigslist. These search engines then drive people in, and it's non-branded because they don't care about who you are. At this time, when they come into this system, they don't care who number one is in the city. So if you're number one in your city, I want to prove to you that nobody really cares. If number one was so important, there'd only be one agent. So the non-branded opt-in system is designed to get people to contact you through the system so that you can then contact and follow up on them to show them a house. And if you follow up on them within about 15 minutes, where do you think they're going to be? They'll be still in front of the computer looking at real estate and very open. You are now the welcome guest. You won't be the guy who, like in the car parking lot, when your feet have hit the pavement and the guy comes running out at you, what do you think? Well, when they're sitting in front of their computer 15 or 20 minutes later talking real estate, now you are a welcome guest. And if then they decide that you're the guy they want to work with, boom, they go to your website and they check you out. Now you start to see how this works. If the person then decides that they're not going to be buying, that's when they go back to the contact blog and you touch with them for long term. Now to move on, you have your referral system. The referral system is designed to be a listing tool. If you sit down with people, like you go to McDonald's restaurant, you ask for a burger, what do they ask you? Would you like fries with that? If you ask for a salad, what do they ask you? Would you like yogurt with that? Here's a 13-year-old kid who's learned to upsell you. I mean, this is amazing. As we as realtors stand to make $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, and we don't work this part properly. It should be smack dead in the middle of your system, not left at the end when you're walking out the door or after the sale's done. Here, would you take this bottle of wine and a couple cards and tell people about me? That's just too weak. What you want to do in the middle of the presentation, spend about 5 or 10 minutes showing them how they're going to benefit, and I'll show you the script. It's easy. Now the system is going to be so powerful for you, it will blow you away. So now what we're going to go back here just to recap. We have the red hot web page. We have the client contact blog, we have the Gold Rush lead system, and we have Canada or United States referral, all working in unison the same, but separate. You don't want your web page to be the same as your contact blog because then it looks like a sales pitch page. You want it separate so that when people go to it, now you can put your blog on your website, but you don't want your website on your blog unless it's news. It's after 95% content. And your non-branded opt-in page has nothing to do with nobody. It is a blind page. Nobody sees anything. Your referral system is designed to make you look like you're well connected and meeting all the buyers before they come into your city. So if you're interested in learning more about this and want to make an informed decision on virtual marketing and how it is going to affect your life and the amount of money you make in the coming years, fill out your name and address, and I'll see you on the other side.